in the lesson before this and explain ko sa inyo how trials can perfect and mature you. I also told you in that lesson that God did not send trials to make your life difficult, but to teach you how to respond to the difficulties and challenges that come our way. In this lesson, gusto ko sana dagdagan yung mga suggestion ko on how to respond to the trials that God sends our way and how to respond to the imperfections of this world. Ako, through the pandemic, I learned that the best way to respond to the difficulties that come our way or the challenges that we have to face is adjust. I say that we should adjust because the people who gives us difficulty, the circumstances, the challenges our nature, they will not adjust to us. And this is one of the most important thing I learned during the COVID pandemic in 2020. In that pandemic, I learned that the only proper response to the imperfect people and events around us is to adjust to them properly. Alam mo, during the pandemic, many got depressed because they were waiting for things to return to normal. Kaya sila na-depressed because as they waited, things did not go back to normal. This is the new normal. You will notice that life never stays put. Things will always change. One of the major driver of change is the economy. The technologies that you believe will define the future are just tools. Tools to make our life better. During the pandemic, sumikat ang blockchain and Bitcoin. And sabi nila it will change the future of money. Ako, I believe blockchain and Bitcoin are just tools to improve how we transact business. Kaso lang ngayon, people take advantage of it as an investment tool to make people rich. In the process, marami ang nasaktan, marami ang nalugi because they were not able to respond properly to this opportunity. And then sabi nila, AI will change the future. Ako, I beg to disagree. AI will make things easier for many people. However, the fundamentals of business and the principles that will make us happy in life, they will stay the same. I believe AI will replace many jobs, call center agents, customer service. However, I want you to know that happy ako that AI will replace them because I really believe this job does not develop the abilities of the Filipino. Pag wala na yung mga trabaho na yan, many Filipinos will have to go back to farming to do real work. Pero alam mo, I am learning that there is one thing that will never change. And in-explain ito sa Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 16. Let me just read that verse for you. It says, "Thus says the Lord, stand by the way and see and ask for the ancient path, where the good way is, and walk in it, and you will find rest for your soul." But they said, "We will not walk in it." The Bible is offering us to look for this ancient path if we want to find rest for our souls. And this verse is telling us that the reason why many people are not at peace is because they refuse or they reject this ancient path. The ancient path does not mean an old path. The Hebrew word used for ancient means eternal and everlasting. Ibig sabihin ng eternal and everlasting, it was true in the past, it is relevant today, and it will remain true tomorrow. Recently may nagsabi sa akin na old school daw ako. Dapat daw I should improve my research so that I can teach better things. Sabi ko naman, I teach from experience and from my success. Alam mo, naniniwala ko walang silbi ang research. Pag wala namang proof of concept, di ba? Today, maraming mga so-called business expert who teaches from the books they read and the things they observe na hindi man lang nila dinaanan yung problema na yon. In fact, many years ago, there was this boy who approached me and sabi niya sa akin that he wants to learn from me as a speaker. That boy decided to leave his job kasi meron siya mga idol na financial experts, mga public speakers, and those who would invest in stock. So pinasok niya lahat ito. And kasi meron time nun na nauso yan. And he was offering to manage my portfolio sa stocks. And I told him hindi ako masyado nag invest sa stocks. Masyadong maliit yung portfolio ko. And so when I heard what he was doing, tinanong ko siya, kamusta? Are you earning in your public speaking profession? Marami ka na bang natuturuan sa financial management? Kamusta ang stocks mo? And he was honest to say na nagsistruggle siya. Kasi 24-year-old pa eh. Tas sabi ko sa kanya, pag nagtuturo ka, ano kinikwento mo? Sabi niya yung mga nababasa niya. Ako, I felt bad for the boy. Kasi sabi ko sa kanya, wala ka pang kwento, wala kang experience. And most of the time, people listen to stories. Stories of success. Before we parted ways, tinanong niya ako, Sir Don, what should I do? Sabi ko sa kanya, go back and work muna. Build experience so that you will understand what works and what do not work. Friends, I am a traditionalist. I believe that the old ways of doing business and living life are still valid. Totoo, I am old school because I believe that the riches we enjoy today are riches produced by the generations before us. Sila Henry C., si John Gokong Wei, the great entrepreneurs in the past. The entrepreneurs today did not build up our wealth. They're enjoying the wealth that was produced by the previous generation. So kaya ginawa ko, I study their ways, hoping that I can continue what they have started. To survive in this imperfect world, we need to adjust because people and opportunities will never adjust to us. When you wait for people to adjust to you will just become frustrated. And when you become frustrated, baka ma-depress ka. Do you know that the great men in the past were good at adjusting? Abraham adjusted to his conflict with Lot. Nung nag-awa yung mga herdsman nilang dalawa, he asked Lot to choose the land that he wanted. While Abraham said, tatanggapin niya kung ano yung naiwan. Being a shrewd person or siguro magaling na negosyante, Lot chose the land with a lot of water. Maganda yung lupa. Andoon ang Sodom and Gomorrah na cities. Ang naiwan kay Abraham, sabi ng Bible, is barren land. Yet years after, Abraham became the richest man in the place, but Lot became an ordinary citizen in Sodom. Joseph adjusted to his situation. He did not allow his circumstances to define him. When he was a slave, he became the best slave. So natuwa yung master niya na si Potiphar, so prinomote siya to be head over his household. Kaso lang, nagkaroon ng problema with the wife of Potiphar and naniwala si Potiphar sa misis niya, nakulong si Joseph. When he became a prisoner, Joseph did not allow his situation to define his future. Ang ginawa niya, he became the best prisoner. So the head of the prison put him in charge of all the other prisoners. Because of this attitude, Joseph became the best person to save Egypt from 7 years of famine because he knew how to manage slaves and prisoners. This is true for the other great men in the Bible. Sila Jacob, sila David, sila Daniel. They adjusted to the circumstances they were in. They adjusted to the opportunities that came their way because those opportunities will never adjust to them. I believe these great men succeeded only because they adjusted not only through their wisdom, they used the word of the Lord as their reference. Allow me to read Romans chapter 12 verse 2. It says, "And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove what the will of the Lord is, that which is good and acceptable and perfect." But how do we train ourselves to respond according to the ways of the Lord? I have learned that you do not train yourselves because God will do that for you. Paano? Allow me to read Psalm chapter 119 verse 71. It says, "It is good for me that I was afflicted, that I may learn your statutes." Do you understand what the psalmist said? Natuwa siya that God afflicted him. Ikaw ba natutuwa ka that God would afflict you? That God will send you a lot of trials and challenges? As I walk with God, I am learning that the things that made man evil, is also his most powerful weapon. It is man's free will that made him wicked, but it is also the same free will that will make him perfect and complete when he uses this gift from the Lord to choose his actions properly. Let me explain what I mean by using Deuteronomy chapter 30 verses 19 and 20. Sabi sa verse 19, I call heaven and earth to witness against you today that I have set before you life and death, the blessing and the curse. So choose life in order that you may live, you and your descendants, by loving the Lord your God, by obeying his voice, by holding fast to him. For this is your life and the length of your days, that you may live in the land which the Lord swore to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give to them. The greatest men in the past would take the imperfect situations they were in and make the necessary adjustment. They do not look for someone to blame or excuses to make. Instead, they look for ways to do things better and improve the imperfection of their situation. I believe the key to being able to adjust well is to go back to how we were created. After God planted a garden for Adam and Eve, meron siyang binigay na instruction sa kanila sa Genesis chapter 2 verse 15. Basahin natin yan. It says, Then the Lord God took man and put him into the garden of Eden to cultivate it and to keep it. Foolish people wait for their circumstances to become perfect before they act. The wise, on the other hand, will take whatever they have and make it perfect by cultivating and keeping it. To cultivate means to improve your garden through labor. However, you will never be able to improve your garden if you do not stay put. Oftentimes, when people find themselves in very challenging situation, ano gagawin nila? Alis sila, maghahanap sila ng mas maganda. Pag na-visit sila sa boss nila kasi napagalitan sila, imbis na baguhin nila yung nagawa nilang mali, naghahanap sila ng ibang boss. Ang tanong ko lang, will you ever find a boss who will adjust to you? I don't think so. If you want to improve your life, adjust to them because life will never adjust to you. To enjoy life on earth to the full, we need to develop a farmer's mindset. Ang mindset ng magaling na farmer is that he will make his garden better than how he found it. And he will do this every day. He is wise and never foolish. Sana ikaw din. Sana nakatulong itong lesson na to teach you how to improve to the challenges and trials that come your way. Sana makatulong din ito sa response mo sa mga taong kinakainisan mo. Oftentimes, the reason why we get into depression is because we want the world and we want the people hurting us to adjust to us. They will not. In order to control your future, adjust because opportunities will not adjust to you. Kung natulungan ka nito, tulungan mo rin yung mga kilala mo who need to learn from this lesson. Share this with them. Better yet, share the whole program of overcoming depression in the workplace. Together, let us work in building a nation that will be good for our children and their children's children. Maraming salamat for continually watching this series. May God bless you.